Jonathan Cena. That makes me like, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on? What's going on?
Chilling, chilling. We just got to see the what I call the Jonathan Cena Superman.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's not confirmed, and it probably will not be him.
it should be.
But if you've seen the latest trailer of the Suicide Squad video game, I believe is for current gen consoles. Probably next gen as well, right?
I think that one's going to be more next gen because it's about 2 years away.
Oh, the release date is not until a while from now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it won't be out. But if you get to see at the end of the trailer, you get to see who they're supposed to be killing, and it's ta-da, Superman. But then they do a zoom in, and for all intents and purposes, it looks just like John Cena.
Yeah,
I swear, if it's not him, then he needs to sue somebody because they just stole his face.
we
And
could
I
tell
was
that
telling
jaw.
you, Merc, yeah, that jaw, the jaw. You know what? You know what? His lips too, because
Yeah.
John Cena has he has a very particular face.
Oh,
So, but anyway, what I was saying was like this picture has now made me want a John Cena Superman game,
yes.
or you said like a animated series with John Cena as the voice. I'll take it.
yes.
Where you at? Come on now. But the reason I think this is funny is because also what that was shown during this DC. Okay, how do you pronounce it? Is it fandom or is it
DC
fandom?
fandom, yeah.
All right, because I see the dome at the end. I'm like, is this fandom? Do I have to be that guy? So there was the DC fandom event, which they had split into 2 days.
Yeah.
I don't know which day was the games. I'm sorry. I just saw it. I saw everything yesterday.
No, everything was in one day. It was all Saturday.
Well, here it says like they split it into 2
They
days.
did. They did.
Mhm.
They had times for everything. So I think they did the TV games and all that shit on Saturday. But they did
Okay.
some comic stuff too. So they give you a little big mix of everything.
Okay, cool. All right. So, but also that was shown there as well. There was the Suicide Squad, the teaser for the movie.
Yeah.
And so Jonathan Cena, is in the movie as well. You said what's his character name? Do you remember?
Peacemaker.
Okay, cool. So I'm not familiar with him, but they actually give him a little bit of shine in the trailer too, which is funny.
Yeah.
But with that said, I'm just saying it looks like while he was doing that movie, they were just capturing his face.
Yeah. That
One to
Superman
one.
looks awfully a lot like. I'm looking at it now. It looks. I'm trying to look up like John Cena Suicide Squad game, and no one's giving me anything.
Yeah, nobody's.
They just give me
No.
his character in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. It'd be cool if that was the real deal.
Yeah.
But if otherwise, hey man, he might have a lawsuit on his hands.
Yes.
So we didn't get to see it because, like you just said, you didn't get to see the comics related stuff. So we didn't actually see everything that happened. But I picked and chose what I wanted to look. The trailers I wanted
Yeah.
to see. So what did you get to see, Mark?
So I'll say my highlights. I guess will be the 2 video games because I was more excited to see those than anything else that DC had to offer. So I wanted to see what Rocksteady was doing. I kind of wanted to see what WB Games Montreal was doing with the next Batman. Well, not really Batman, but Batman title.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Gotham Knights. That was the first trailer they showed. That was the first thing they showed off the video games, and then we got the Suicide Squad gameplay. Oh, not gameplay. The trailer for the 2022 game.
Gotcha.
I think that one's gonna be more straight like PS5, Xbox Series X exclusive, and then I think the Gotham Knights is gonna be all platforms.
Yeah, because it's probably isn't that one next year?
That
One of them
one's
says
that
2021.
one's that next year.
Yeah, so the current gen consoles aren't dead yet. Probably not until 2022, maybe.
Yeah.
So then it would make sense that you're not gonna release a game on a dead console.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And it's Rocksteady. You know how it is. They got the big bucks.
Yeah, Rocksteady is doing the Suicide Squad one. The trailer was cool. Like it looked interesting. It looked
What you
like,
think about the Outcast? Come on, man.
yeah, I like the song. I did like the trailer. I thought the trailer was interesting. I wish it was some gameplay, but it's really early to see shit from it. Anyways, especially with Corona nowadays, kind of shit. So they probably have not like fully been working on it just yet. It was nice to see. It was interesting. What kind of game is gonna be? I hope that Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad are not the same game.
As in, like they're a squad-based action,
Yes,
third-person
I think
action game.
they look like they're gonna be the same game.
I didn't get that feel. I got the feeling that Suicide Squad is gonna be like a Overwatch, not a arena-based shooter, but it looks like it's gonna be a Borderlands is one of the feeling I got from that game.
Okay.
Where it's like I feel like each person is gonna be a completely separate gameplay style.
Yeah.
Is like how I feel. So I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe they'll just. I hope they don't, because would be a really bad thing to do that. Because I mean, they
Gotham Knights
are
look the same
years
thing.
apart, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Because I was gonna say, if you release one around, then people are gonna be like, "Why would I play the other one?" But because it's at least a year gap,
Yeah.
like you might be right. I hope not, though.
That's my thing. That's my only scare because we haven't seen that on the game. They both seem like they're the same game.
Yeah. I definitely hope that's not the case.
Um,
No competition. Please don't do that.
but I liked what I saw. I thought the trailer was cool. Again, it's John Cena Superman. If that's John Cena and y'all using his face, you better play Superman somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see
Yes,
it.
sir.
Now. You got me wanting to see that.
Do
So that was one of them. I think that was like, and then the Gotham Knights. I liked the trailer and how they showed it. My only
Mhm.
gripe with that trailer, I hated the way Red Hood looks. He looks way too much like Deadpool.
Ah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, like way too much. I was like, yeah, that's Deadpool right there. Like, I'll
My only
see.
thing with him was just like, in the theme of the game, wouldn't they hate him? Wouldn't they be trying to fight him the entire time too? Because they don't kill people.
Well, he doesn't use like real bullets. He used like stunning bullets and shit.
All right, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
yeah. He uses like
Cause,
stunning bullets and shit.
Cause he was shooting a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I liked the trailer. I thought it was cool. I watched the gameplay. The gameplay looks, I have a feeling is gonna be like Arkham Origins gameplay, like how they played, with Destiny written all over it. Cause the whole motorcycle thing reminded me of Destiny.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that seems to be a good comparison. I got more of a feeling of like, well, see, I don't know where the engine got to.
Yeah,
Again, I don't know. I didn't play that game, so maybe
it was.
they weren't working on like a new engine. So I hope that's not the same engine from like PS3 era. That'd be bad.
So that engine, well, they're using the I think it was Epic. Yeah, they're using
But Unreal 4?
Yeah, the Unreal 5. I think they're using.
Okay, so
Right.
no, that's something completely different. But like,
Um,
if they using Unreal 5 only exists on PS5.
Yeah, so that would be Suicide Squad. So they'll be using Unreal 4 because that's what the WB games been using.
I mean, it
for
only
Batman.
exists on future titles. Excuse
Yeah.
me, not you know what I mean, not every.
But I see like, so when I watched the trailer and then look at the gameplay looked similar to the gameplay, the fight mechanics of Batman, Arkham City or Arkham Origins. They all kind of had the same fight combat, just Rocksteady was just more smoother.
I'm kind of getting at is like
Yeah.
I don't know about their engine because I didn't play it.
Yeah.
So like, since you have experience with it and you know that there's a difference, what was like the things that made it feel actually different?
I think Rocksteady was touching the details with everything, and the way it flowed better than Origins.
Really? Oh, that's not good. Don't
Yeah.
say, don't say that.
Origins was a good game. I'm not gonna like shit on it. Like my biggest gripe with Origin, there was just way too many things to find and too many things to collect. Other than that, like the story wise, it was actually a really good story. The gameplay wise was solid. They did the remastered version of Arkham when they put it on the Wii U.
Okay.
So they had the same engine. The fights mechanic works the same as the Rocksteady games. It's just that again, like the game was just not as good as the Rocksteady games. Like just mechanical wise, like it was like a little lack off of it.
Okay.
But it was still good. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. Am I sold on it? Not just yet. I gotta see more and more on it because I do like the Batkids. I'm fine with Dick Grayson being a lead role with Tim Drake and it's Tim Drake, it's Dick Grayson, it's Jason Todd, and it's Barbara Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
The Robin is Tim Drake. Just clearing it out for y'all. It's
And
not.
Barbara,
Damien.
I like her costume because she kind of looks like Batwoman.
Yeah.
But it's still in the original things.
But what's gonna happen though, like because the gameplay they showed, you're gonna be able to upgrade and change the costume as much and customize it as much as you want.
And that's one of the things I like that they said you can have basically your own version of whoever it is.
Yeah, because during the game page footage, you saw Robin. He kind of had like the Red Robin kind of looking suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's interesting. We'll see where it goes from there. But that was one that caught my eye. And then the Suicide Squad trailer. Like those are I kind of just really wanted to see the games more than anything. I was just wanting to see what Rocksteady was working on and stuff like that. What this game does, our Gotham Knights, what this game does, and what I could see if they're still planning like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, I could see something very similar to this to being a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Well, you know what? It might have the benefit of being on a different generation of hardware.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like the limit is 2 players.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
And that's what got me. It was like, what? Only 2 players? What?
That's the other thing. I hope it's 4 players. I hope it's 4 players optional. I hope you could actually play all 4 players through the story and not just like
well, no, they
survival
said
kind of thing.
during the demo, they said we know you guys want to play together, so you can play the game 2-player co-op from the beginning to the end. They said nothing about 4 players.
But so then I say early, so let's hope. Cross fingers.
I'm telling you, don't expect 4-player co-op.
Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, that's the only thing. I wanted like a full 4-player game. That would have been pretty dope.
That's what I thought it was, but yeah, it's looking like no 2 players.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Suicide Squad is too early to really see what that game is gonna be. So hopefully, again, like I said, I just hope they're not the same game.
Yeah, I agree.
Then the
I wonder if it's gonna be rated differently. Like, is Suicide Squad gonna be rated M? Like,
well, Batman was.
Hmm?
Batman was rated M.
It is rated M?
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if Suicide Squad's gonna be rated adults only. No, not that. Yeah, then again, King Shark might be biting people in half or something. Who knows?
Yeah. And then you got a lot of interesting movie trailers. They showed Wonder Woman 84, which I didn't really care for, to be honest.
I thought it was a good trailer. That's about it.
I was just
I mean, I like the first movie, but I told you my major. The only thing that I left that trailer thinking about was I wonder what that fight with cheetahs is going to look like throughout the movie, because I hope they're good at it, because I'm not really a fan of CG versus CG fights when you try to make them look like real people too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is not a video game, and they move too fast, and they move like humans can't move, so it takes me out of it. Yeah. So I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. I watched it. I was just like, nothing special. Like I think I felt like the first one a lot more than this one.
Oh, the trailer, you mean?
Yeah, the first trailer of the first one. I was excited for that one. And then this one, I saw the trailer. I was just like, it looks okay. The other trailer we saw like a teaser of Black Adam, which I was really disappointed. It was just like a freaking live comic kind of thing. But he was telling like
it was a motion comic, and I was like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah,
I'll wait till later. Thank you.
I would have just took him in the suit, to be honest. I just wanted to see the suit.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I am Black Adam. And that could have been it. And I would have been fine.
And he could have said the Shazam and turned into Black Adam. That's it.
Does he say Shazam, or does he say a different word?
He says Shazam.
Oh, that's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, because the power is from that, so he has to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it
I was
to
just
use
saying they
his.
both stay in the same room.
Yeah.
What's your name? Shazam. Oh shit.
And then you saw like the little comic. The costume looks interesting, but there's times that it looks like it has a cape and sometimes it don't. So I wonder what the actual final costume is gonna look like.
The Rock doesn't want to wear a cape. Oh.
No, because there's times that he didn't even have a cape. Black Adam, he don't always have a cape.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. The Batman one impressed me.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite movie trailer the whole weekend. Like, oh, I'd like to see that movie definitely.
Yeah, I liked the style. I liked the feel. It kind of reminded me of Daredevil in a way for some reason. Like I had the Daredevil Netflix vibe to the movie, the movie, which is a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like I like the style of Daredevil. I think Daredevil being gritty in the city kind of thing works.
Did anybody involved work between the both of them?
Probably not. I don't think Matt Reeves. No, I don't think he did.
Okay.
But I like the style. I like the suit. The suit actually doesn't look bad in motion and shit. It reminds me of the Arkham suit.
I like the car.
The car is cool.
I like the old and new mix. Like, man, that's a cool looking car.
Yeah. It's like
I
a
just
muscle
like
car.
the feeling. I like the feeling they gave the character of Batman in this. Is just like, oh, he is not taking your bullshit. Damn. If he shows up, something's wrong, and he gonna fix it.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely on board with this one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see what they do with it as well. So Matt Reeves, he's also he's directed The War of the Planet of the Apes, Cloverfield, Let Me In, all the Planet of the Apes movies he did.
I have
They're good.
ones with Marky Mark.
No, the newer ones.
I have never seen those.
They're actually really good.
Okay.
Definitely check them out. So he's the one that's directing the Batman. I'm down with it. I like what I saw, so I'm actually excited to see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Colin Farrell is Penguin, and you see him in the trailer, you would never know it's Colin Farrell.
Okay. Well, that's good. I have to look for him then.
Yeah. But yeah, that looked good. It looked good.
And you know what? The reason I really like it is the choice of villain because it seems like the Riddler is the main villain.
I
So
hope.
I'm like, all right.
I so hope it's. I like what I kind of saw what they were going with it too, and like kind of a serial killer-ish with the Riddler too, and I was like, yeah, I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
What are the trailers? They showed the Snyder Cut Justice League, and I don't.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'll tell you, it was interesting at the most for me because again, I didn't dislike it or like it that much. So
Yeah.
it was like, yeah.
it looked like Darkseid looked like PS3 cutscene graphics, man.
So that's supposed to be Darkseid in the beginning,
Yeah,
or is that supposed to be somebody else?
no, that's Darkseid.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he just look kind of generic.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's him, I guess if you said that's Darkseid, I could see it in how he looks, but he
Yeah.
wasn't really doing nothing but swinging a spear.
Yeah.
What the hell was Darkseid swinging a spear and not using no mega beams? Dog, stop it. Stop making
I
your
don't
own
know.
versions of these characters that exist. I want to see him shoot things and make them disintegrate.
Are we gonna have to do a verdict of the Snyder Cut?
Maybe.
That's gonna be 4 hours. That's 4 hours. It's gonna be 4 hours long.
How about if we just watch the new stuff?
We skip everything and just watch the new shit. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
I guess.
New, watch that.
I guess we'll return with a DC verdict and when the Snyder Cut comes out.
Okay.
See if it's any better
True.
or makes it worse.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a big chance it's gonna make it worse. So
It looks like they put Iris in there
yeah.
for Flash. Although, hey, aren't they trying to get rid of that guy because he beat up some lady?
No,
Or is
he's
that a
still
different
there.
dude? Because I think it's him. If that's Ezra Miller,
Yeah.
which I think it is, that dude's got trouble.
Yeah, and he just recently did a cameo in the Flash show.
Because it might. If they were in on it, that'd be even funnier.
Yeah, I actually think Gustin Grant is gonna be in the new Flash movie too. So they are gonna start playing with the multiverse.
I mean, no, he would be Barry, and the new guy would be the Wally. Is
They're
that what it
both
would
Barry.
be? Hmm?
They're both Barry.
No, I mean if Grant Gustin is in the movie,
Yeah.
which one would they have him be? They would have him be Barry and the other guy be Wally, or
No, they
they
both be
just
Barry.
so what? One is older and one is younger.
Yeah, well, they kind of did it already in the Finney Crisis show.
Oh, you mean it's just he's a different one from
Yeah, he's a
one of the
multiverse,
different
yeah.
Earths.
Yes.
Oh, so hey, that's what? Which Earth is the show? Because I also got a
So,
trailer.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the Earth, but I think it's Earth. I think their Earth is Earth 1, and then they consider everything else Earth.
So the movie universe is a different one.
Yeah,
Ah, you suck. You
But
got
he-
demoted.
but they did like connect it just because he showed up during the crisis.
Okay. So that means movie Batman is in a different universe than Earth One. He's not Earth One Batman.
Yes.
Damn, that sucks.
Supposedly Batman exists in Earth 1, so they're looking. They might actually bring him in Batwoman.
Who do you think could play a really good television Batman? That you know.
I don't know.
Because I think about that, and when you cast a Batman, you don't want to cast. I say this, but I don't really care who plays who. But I figure you want a high profile person, but you want a person that's high profile for being like, I don't know, badass or something.
It also depends on the age of Batman and what you're trying to portray with Batman.
So if you want to go for like 30s,
30s.
middle, not the old man, not Frank Miller, but like. What was the one that we used to watch on Channel 5? Would he be like 30 or was he like late 20s or something? Mid to late
Animated
20s?
series, he was about 30, or like early 30s.
So like that era, the one everybody likes.
I don't know. I haven't think about it. I don't know.
Who could be that? I guess the charming Bruce Wayne guy.
I'll
But
say
he's
like for TV
big.
wise, John Hamm.
Makes a lot of sense.
John
Okay.
Hamm could probably. They kind of talked about him being Batman before.
Really, I did not know that.
Josh
Wait,
Brolin was
wait.
another one too.
Wasn't Josh Brolin gonna play the old man?
He was gonna be Batman. Yeah, he was gonna play Batman.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know.
That's not bad.
I don't know, but let's see who cast. I don't know who to cast, because even Superman they casted. He grew on me. I didn't like him at first, but in Supergirl, he grew on me.
Oh, there's a different person named cast as Superman.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I saw Brendan Roth play Superman again in the Crisis, and it made me mad. And it's like I just want him as Superman.
But he's not the Superman that they used.
They used
for the
him.
television shows.
He was like part of the Crisis, so I think he was Earth 2 Superman with the white hair
Oh.
and shit. Yeah,
Okay.
he was really
gotcha.
cool. I was like, yo, this is the Superman he needed to play.
I see that. Is that whose show is that on? That's Legends. Or is that,
Crisis is on all of them.
Oh,
It's
so
like a
it's
four-part
one of the
series.
parts.
Yeah.
It's one of the parts. Okay. You don't remember which part it was. Right?
It was the last one, so I think it was.
Was it Supergirl? It was just on Supergirl.
I think it ended at
Or-
Supergirl.
Okay, gotcha. So I could probably find that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else they showed? They showed they didn't show no new animated movies. I was a little
So
disappointed.
what was that? What was that new movie that came out before this? So I think it was, but maybe it was either the first day or the day before this thing started. Somebody had put up the trailer for a new Superman movie.
Oh, yeah, that
animated
was
with him
coming.
Fighting Lobo in a warehouse. I don't know if that's a cartoon that's coming out or is that a animated movie or a short. I don't know.
I forgot.
I just
Which,
saw the,
yeah, I don't know which one was that. I didn't
but
see it.
it looked cool, and I was like, oh, that's a different design for Superman because he didn't even have a costume on. Really, he just had like a blue, like some overalls or some shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, all right, looked
Yeah.
pretty dope.
For a while,
I don't know
Superman
anything
just wore a
about it.
T-shirt.
Hmm?
For a while, Superman just wore a T-shirt.
That was like his legit outfit back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was like a T-shirt and like jeans for like the New 52.
So maybe that's what they were going for. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe okay. Did
Trying
they
to
do a New 52 like movie series like for each character?
Most of them were-
not like.
Most of them were based on the New 52.
Oh, just everything that was going on with
Yeah.
the animated DC for all that time was
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay, so the one you're talking about is called Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Is now what is that?
It's animated movie.
Okay, cool. All right, it
Uh,
looked cool. That's all I
yeah,
could say. It was like, all right, it's Superman, but this somehow is like reminiscent of the animated series, but still looks different enough. I'm
yeah,
like, all right, and he's fighting Lobo in a warehouse. All right,
yeah.
dude.
That's it. It came out It came out last week.
Last week. All right, gotcha.
Yeah. I think they also doing the Batman the one that Jason Todd dies.
The original story with the pipe, with the not pipe, excuse me,
Yeah.
crowbar.
Yeah, they're
Really?
doing that. They're doing that anime, and it's gonna be like a choose your adventure kind of thing.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
What? You get to like vote?
yeah.
Oh no, they're gonna make you vote like they did back in the day.
And they're
You
gonna
know
make
they
you kill
killed
him
him,
again.
right?
You're gonna make him kill him again.
Ah, humanity sucks. So I guess.
Yeah.
Mm,
Other than that, like there was a lot of comic talk. I kind of got bored with some of the comic talk because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. They did this whole big Sandman thing. I like the Sandman books, but I don't like people hearing people talk about Sandman because it's boring.
I got. It. I got. It.
They mentioned like right now the War of the Jokers is going on in Batman, so there's gonna be a lot of like big aftermath shit coming on with that. Because now there's 3 Jokers, and they're doing a whole big thing with that. I don't know, so I have no answers of what's going on with that. Yeah, but the presentation was interesting. It was like a big, it was pretty much like a big green screen, and generally the worlds, so you were in the worlds when they were presenting things and stuff like that. It was cool.
Got you.
Um,
I think that's the part I missed because I didn't watch it the day of.
yeah,
I was like, this reminds me of E3. So, like E3, I'm not gonna watch everything.
yeah,
I'm just gonna wait till it's over and watch everything afterwards.
yeah,
So I'll just cherry pick what basically we just ran down through everything
yeah.
I looked at. So anything else you bring up is new to me.
Yeah, and then the big Super Size Squad. We were just talking about the actual movie. They did a little trailer just to introduce all the characters.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they have some weird characters, like the fucking like Polka Dot Man. I was like, all right, I could live with that. It's gonna be a weird movie. I think it's gonna be a fun movie though.
You know the funniest thing, and it was referencing that character. Well, the big trailer thing they show with all of the real life people talking about stuff. I was like, I could do without this. I just
Yeah,
kind of want to see the movie trailer.
yeah,
But that being said, you brought up Polka Dot Man, and that was funny because there's a person I follow I don't know, it was because of Midway, and because of Midway, that's the city that Hawkman's from.
yeah,
So that's the reason that I like have some type of cross thing because they're like a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I think
yeah,
also. So they were pissed off. They said, "Oh, how the hell did we get Polka Dot Man before we get Hawkman in the movie?" I'm like, "Damn, son, it is what it is."
yep,
But I will say, for a moment, especially around the time of the Justice League cartoon, you would have thought Hawkman was some big shit. I'm just saying.
yeah.
You would
He
have thought at
did.
some point
He was in the CW shows.
what? You
Yeah,
mean to tell me
Hawkgirl
that
was
she's real
part
life
of.
Hawkman?
Yeah, Hawkgirl was part of the original team of Legends.
Really?
Yeah,
But how was the show?
he was
Because
not
I hear
bad.
mixed things about Legends.
Legends is alright. It's like it's kind of doofy. It's kind of goofy most of the time. Like they go to different worlds and time travel and things like that. It's more comedy than you think it would be.
But it's not bad,
No,
right?
it's not bad. It has
Okay.
some. It has some like ones that you could skip, but it's a decent show. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Hawkgirl was on that team for a bit.
But did they have Hawkman? He showed up?
Hawkeye, yeah, he was part of their first like big team up they did.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man, that just makes me laugh.
Yeah,
When's
'cause-
Calendar Man? He's going to be in
Calendar
the
Man.
movie soon, right?
Right, he should be. In
That'd be
the movie.
funny.
Yeah, Calendar Man is always interesting. He's just a weird character.
He's one of my favorite Easter eggs in Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum.
Yeah, that's what makes you go back and play the game, especially if you're near a holiday.
You know, the first time I saw that Clayface thing down there,
Yeah.
it freaked me out.
Yeah,
Because I was like, wait a second, why is Gordon in here?
Yeah.
And he turned, oh man, and you come back and he's somebody else. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Who is? Oh snap, that's Clayface. Shit. That's really good.
Yeah, luckily you can't open the cage and he would just
Hmm.
come to fight you and shit. Like, God damn it. I was
Oh,
fooled.
don't worry, you get to fight him.
Yeah, he gets to fight him.
See, that's cool. God damn it, you just made me realize how cool that game was. You actually got to fight Clayface.
Oh, you know, shout outs to the Gamer Rage podcast we just recorded yesterday, and one of the games, like the games that paved the way kind of thing that we do, he picked. What he picked? I forgot what he picked.
Who picked? Talking about Tenacious T?
Tenacious T picked. I actually wrote it down. My memory right now is like shit.
There's too much stuff. Too much shit to remember,
and then
man.
I'm also hungover, so it's just like it doesn't help either.
And we had to watch some disappointing wrestling too.
Yeah. I didn't even write it down. God damn it! Because yesterday we did the Game Boy. Game Boy was the star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about the original Game Boy, and then we'll probably do like the Game Boy Advance shit. But
Did you talk
talking about
Batman? Talk about Batman for Game Boy,
no, I did not.
because it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
There's a good Batman game on Game Boy, but there's a bad one.
But talking about the Arkham Asylum, Arkham Asylum was the game I picked for the games that paved the way. Probably one of the best superhero games ever. And yeah, it got me thinking. It was like, damn, I might want to replay that soon.
Why not? And they have it on. Is it in 4K or is it just 1080p?
I have
in
the
collection?
remastered ones there in 4K.
Good. So why not?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe.
Scott Steiner does not like the Batman game.
But yeah, so we did that. Also, yo, what was the reason why you didn't like Comic Zone? I remember I was talking about it on the cast, and I was like, yo, Mike did not like the game. I completely forgot why he said it, and
I didn't like it because of how it felt.
there you go.
There's too much animation priority in that game, and it's like I like how it looks, but there's a difference between games that look really good and then there's games that are snappy, like they don't look the best, but their controls are like you press the button, shit happens.
Yeah.
And like you jump, and you don't have to worry about the animation of the jump. And you know, Comic Zone has like certain jumps, like if you don't get it right, you fucking fall in a pit or something.
Yeah.
Especially not the bet part, but you got to hold on to like the ceiling or whatever, those bars.
Yeah.
Just too. Oh, and the punching and the blocking, I hated that.
Yeah.
When you start punching the enemies and they just stand there and they block forever, I'm like, oh god damn it, stop it.
Yeah, I had it. Silent. Yeah, I had the same issues with it. Like, I liked the game. I finished it. I beat it. It was pain in my ass to beat. But I had the same issues. Like, there were some things about the game that I just didn't like, and I think it had been better. But for what it looked like, and if you think about the time that it came out, it was unique for its time.
Well, I will say it's one of those games that benefited from Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Because without Prince of Persia being one of those games, like one of the first games to truly do animation on a console, like I think people wouldn't have seen it as possible. So that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of the rotoscoped animation, like the way he moves, the way your character moves in Comic Zone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, it feels like so smooth, but like you try to move left and right, and it's like you gotta wait for him to turn a little bit. And it's like yeah.
But yeah.
Not terrible.
My next game is Batman for NES.
Good luck with that one. That game
I've beaten the game before, but
I have too. But that's how I know it's hard.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
Freaking the clock tower towards the end. Oh god, that's hard.
Yeah, because he's trying to get me back because the games I gave him are all hard. Because I gave him Darkwing Duck, the last one.
Did he beat that?
No.
I figured he wouldn't.
Yeah. So I gave him one that he said he never beat, and I gave him a challenge to 100% it, and that is Super Mario World.
He can't do that. I don't think he can do that.
That was my challenge. Hard. That was my thing. I was like, yeah, I don't want you just to beat the game. I want you to 100% it. And he was like, well, I want you to do the whole Star World. I want you to do all the specials. I want you to unlock every piece of the map. I want you to beat the game that when you start the new game, all the turtles have the Mario head. So it was like,
And it's like, ooh, that's hard.
so I challenged him into that. I've done it many times. I love Mario, so those games are like, those shits are like for like is like riding a bike. Like you know it right when you start playing it. Yeah, you remember everything.
Here's something I'll challenge you. So maybe if you haven't done it, I don't know if I still have my copy, but maybe you could find it. Did you play the advanced version?
Yes, I loved it.
The one that so they went through there and I beat it once and I never beat it again.
Yeah,
They added new levels and then some of them were like there was sort of a challenge thing because then you could also play as Luigi
okay.
and Luigi had the physics from 2
Yeah.
and so he had the shaky legs. So there were some sections where legit, if you use Luigi, you could just fly through the game. It was just like, all right. I appreciate them for doing that because they didn't have to do that at all.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
liked the
I know the pain
ones.
of doing 100% Mario, like, and the extra shit. Like,
Yes. So that was my challenge to him. I was like, I want you to 100% Mario.
yeah.
And
That's
he never
that's a
played.
hell of a challenge.
And he never played in Mario. He never like finished Mario World. So
How you gonna do that to the poor the guy?
hey, man.
If he never beat the game and then you're gonna challenge him to 100%?
Yeah,
What,
it's
what
possible.
was he saying?
Huh?
Oh, this is basically the get back for Batman, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he did Batman to you first.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why.
Well,
Okay.
no. Well, the game I had for him was I had that in mind. Like I only had one choice. That was gonna be the game. So he gave me 3 choices. He gave me Batman. He gave me the Punisher for NES, and he gave me the Superman for NES, which I don't trust any Superman game, so I said no to that one. The Punisher game is easy. Like I
Hold on.
have it, and you'll finish
about
that
to
game in under 2 hours.
I was about to say, hold on. The Superman game for Genesis is a kind of a knockoff of the arcade game, kind of. That's about the only one I know that's like you could play this and not feel like, all right, this is terrible. But Superman for NES, I'm sorry, is that an LJN game? Because that'd be.
I have a feeling it is. It's not a good game. It's not. I remember playing it when I was a kid. I hated it.
Yeah, superhero games back in the days. That's crazy. They used to be so bad.
Punisher was actually surprisingly good.
I remember it being okay.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like, that's not a game you rush home to play every day like Mario.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that sucks to know that superhero games, as good as properties as they are,
Yeah.
they've really had it bad in terms of video games
Yeah.
for a very long time too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like I think the first one that I remember playing that I really loved was the Spider-Man for Sega Genesis.
I will say, I will give Batman for NES credit.
Batman was good. I like Batman.
It's just too hard. It's not a It's not a game for kids.
Nah, it was like very Ninja Gaiden.
It's
Ninja Gaiden-ish.
yeah. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So I would give it credit, but that you have to take that away because like most people just wouldn't beat it, and then that's just like I wasted my money buying this game I'm never gonna beat.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of falls into that bracket. So yeah, I kind of guess I would say Maximum Carnage is the first superhero game I really like.
Yeah.
But that falls cursed to the bad beat 'em up syndrome.
Yeah.
It's too long.
Yeah.
Maximum Carnage is way too long.
Yeah. Separate
Society is way too long. Although it's more fun with 2 players when that know how to play together because you can kill each other. That sucks. But yo, Maximum Carnage is too long.
Yes, it was.
So yeah.
That, you know what? I have like a couple ones that I keep in a holster just in case like he wants to be a dick and give me a hard one. I'm like, all right,
ready.
I got a couple ones. I'll give you a few in mind that I know for a fact are hard games. Bucky O'Hare.
Which one is that? Nintendo? Because I've never played that one. I've seen it. I've never played.
It's very Mega Man-ish, but it has difficult. It's a really good game. It's just
hard.
It's hard. Captain America. That was really hard.
Which one?
It was a Captain America game for the NES.
Is it? I bet you that's.
This is a
Excuse
side
me. I bet you
scroller.
that's LJN.
That's
I
probably
bet you
LJN.
it's LJN.
I probably positive it's LJN.
That just means ugh. And what else you got? That's it or another one?
I have quite a few, but those are two that I
Oh,
know for a fact. The Animaniacs game, it was one of them I had in mind.
that's a mixed bag. It looks amazing, but that's kind of abstract for a
Yeah,
game. Like that's one of those games that was like, what are you supposed to do?
yeah.
I guess I go to the right. You know what game you should give them? Does it have to be for NES?
No, I usually give NES because NES is harder.
Oh,
Because you don't like NES makes you play the game. You can't save.
well,
You have to
but here,
play.
this is my recommendation
Yeah.
for, and it's also probably one of the best superhero games, but it is hard. Um, Batman and Robin for Genesis.
Oh god, that
Like
game was
I
terrible.
have the cartridge, so
Yeah.
if you need it, I could just give it to you.
Yeah.
But like you should challenge him to play that because I bet you he would love the game. But that game is hard.
Yeah.
That game is it's like the fourth level where it turns into a no, I think it's the fifth level where it turns into a shooter.
Okay.
Is ridiculously tough. Like good luck getting past that. Because once you get to it, you're like, all right, cool. I like this side scrolling action game. And then it just has this fucking side scroller where you're in the kite. I think it no, not the kite, the gliders.
Yeah.
And if especially when you play it one player, because two players makes it easier, obviously. But yo, it's like two facing a blimp at the end. It's no a helicopter. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ugh. Good ass. It probably has some of the best music on the Genesis though.
Okay.
Still,
Batman Forever. I remember not liking
oh,
it.
not forever. Not forever.
Oh, okay.
Batman and Robin.
Batman. Oh, okay. Okay.
Adventures of Batman and Robin.
That was the
from
one like
cartoon.
yeah, okay, I know that. I know 100%. I actually had it. The Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, the Adventures of Batman and
I
Robin.
have it.
Not Batman Forever.
I have that game.
Batman Forever is terrible, but I
Yeah.
love it.
That was
Because
the
it was
one
like
based on the animated series.
Yep.
That was a dope
You're
game.
sure?
It played like kind of remind me of Gunstar Hero.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
With the bat boomerangs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good game. I actually might play that. I have it.
If we could find it, if we could figure out the parsec thing, we could probably play that online.
Yes. Let's check that out.
Like,
Because most likely I can connect it online with the parsec thing. Is be interesting. I definitely gotta check that out. Yeah. So those a few. Like Batman Returns was another one that was a really good game on
I never.
SNES.
Okay, so for which system now? Because I
Super
know about the
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. That's the really good Konami one, right?
Yes.
So that one I know about. That one's also difficult towards the end.
Yeah.
It kind of is. But Batman Returns is on the Genesis, but it's a different game.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah.
That was also
Yeah,
the thing. Remember that era? You can get the game with the same name, and it's two different games.
Yep.
Man.
That happens. So that Captain America game I was telling you at NES is Data East that made it.
Oh, it's Data East.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's based on the Captain America Avenger game, but it's just like downside because it's NES.
I'm more interested now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more interested now. I love that game.
I found
Even the Genesis one
Yeah.
is not the greatest beat 'em up, but it's short and it has like the key sound effects. I can't move.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I tried playing it on the Super Nintendo. It was terrible. I gotta get the Genesis. I got the Genesis version.
Yeah, like the Genesis Yeah, what was okay? since you know, what was the difference? Like,
It
what
was
made
slower.
Super so bad? It was slow.
Super slow.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now we go into this verdict. See that we've been trying to kill time because we really don't want to talk about this movie.
Well, this movie is a nothing movie.
Yeah.
It really is. This week's verdict is 2008's Uwe Boll movie. Postal? No, not Postal. Excuse me. Not Postal.
Far Cry.
Far Cry. Excuse I got it confused with another video game title because you know what? This movie was so much of nothing.
Yeah.
This almost felt like this was Uwe Boll writing himself as a character because the lead character was a German dude
Yeah.
with the heavy ass German accent. And and he was very disrespectful of women.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Uwe Boll has a thing. He really is.
He has his thing. He has his niche.
Yeah, very, very. This one ticked all the boxes, man. The Uwe Boll boxes.
Yeah.
It was generic action film. It was low quality action, low quality plot. Like I got bored halfway through. Basically, the lead thing that you're supposed to be focusing on is the government is paying some, I guess, a French scientist, because he's got an accent.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's really supposed to be French, because you know how Uwe Boll doesn't care.
Yeah.
So they're paying this French scientist. I think he has a PMC, a paramilitary corps, and that's the main thing is all the government's involved. They're paying, but what are they paying for? Super soldiers. And you find out that they cannot control the super soldiers. And then the U.S. government's like, well, fuck you, I'm out. And so, and one of the guys, they have an incident in the movie where one of the guys, he freaks out and tries to kill everybody in there, and they subdue him with some bullshit. Because remember, okay, Murray, did you watch the whole movie?
Yes, I did. I watched it this morning, and I kept dozing off on it. It was a really boring movie.
Yeah, it's just dull. It's not bad. It's so like very basic dialogue, very basic action. Like it's so basic, and then the things that it goes balls to the wall for, like the super soldiers.
Yeah,
they just kind of come off as generic.
Yeah.
Later on in the movie, is like they stop putting the makeup all the way on, and some of them just look like light-skinned dudes.
They're like, yeah, we're tired of this shit. Just go.
Just go kill, please. Like the black dude, he doesn't have the light skin at all. It's just a fucking black dude. Like, yo, how lazy can you be? Because one of the plot points is when you could tell they're a super soldier because they have pale white skin, like inhuman white.
Yeah.
And then you start to see the super soldiers, they just stop putting the paint on, and it's just like, well, he's light skinned. And he's dark, he's African, he's from the, from the tribe, dark. And we just wouldn't want to put paint on him, because we didn't care. We ran out of money. Yeah. That just pissed me off. It's like some of the stuff they just did half-assed, and you could tell.
Yeah.
The plot point where the guy breaks out and turns on them, they show you beforehand that they're bulletproof. So when the guy subdues him with what looks like a generic ass, I'm just going to stick this needle in your neck.
Yeah. Is
that made out of adamantium? Like, they give you no indication that it even went through the guy. They just put it to the guy's neck. And he had to act it out.
No.
They're just like, you guys.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It just feels really just lackadaisical. Like they didn't get the best actors and actresses for this film. There's a Lois Lane type character.
Yeah.
Let me get the people's names. I don't want to just tell you who they basically are, but it's so generic. Who's the Far Cry guy? Do you know?
Well, the Far Cry guy, Till Schweiger.
I don't mean the actor. I mean the character. If you had to guess, were you invested enough in this movie to remember the guy's name? No. That's just that tells you the strength of this movie is very weak.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lead guy, like you said, Till Schweiger, he played Jack Carver. Very generic name.
Yeah.
Generic action guy name. The lead female, Emmanuelle, I think is Vaugier.
Yeah.
She played Valerie Cardinal, who was the Lois Lane type. She was the ball busting. She took no nonsense. She basically had a Lois Lane moment with the editor of her paper.
Yeah.
The Perry White moment. She was like, I'm not gonna pay for you to go there. And she's like, fine, I'll go on my own time. I'll take my vacation. And that's like right out of Lois Lane. So you kind of get the comparison. And it's just like, well, all I remember is that she's Lois Lane.
Yeah.
I don't remember Valerie because she's kind of like a nothing other than that one trait.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie, she kind of gets sunned. Like the doctor, there's scenes with the doctor where he's just mad disrespectful. He puts his hand, you see the part where like, okay. So her thing is she finds out the dirt on the scientist. So she wants to go and bust them with purpose. Also because I believe her uncle is one of the soldiers. How I remember this, I don't know. I was paying attention. I was trying to pay attention.
Yeah, this was tough to pay
So
attention to.
there's a plot thread with her where her uncle is there, so that's her reason. So again, the movie does the job of explaining why.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make you care enough because everything is so lackadaisical.
yeah,
But there are funny moments. So when she gets to the scientist, to his hidden lair, after she's been beaten up by his guards because she's a trespasser, like naturally they should have killed her, but they didn't know who she was. So they beat her up. They took her to the scientist. He didn't kill her because she knew who she was, right? And there's just this scene where he wipes the blood off her face by licking his fingers and or the napkin. He licks the napkin like a parent and then wipes the smuts off her face. I'm like, he just sunned her. Like he treated her like a child. I'm like, you're a grown ass man. That's a grown woman. How she didn't just punch him in the face
yeah,
after all that strength she showed to get there amazed me. So it was just funny. It just at that point it became comical. And that's scientist. Let me see if I can find him. His name was Dr. Lucas Krieger.
yeah. He's in a
Played
lot
by
of movies.
Udo-
He was in
Udo
Ace
Kier.
Ventura.
Hmm?
He was in Ace Ventura.
He's an Ace Ventura. Wow.
Yeah, he was the animal the person. Remember when he goes to a banquet and he finds the shark is a shark instead of the dolphin. He's fighting the
Yes.
shark. That was his party. That character's
Wow.
party.
What a small world.
Yeah,
So again, here's where the movie fails because the tone of the movie makes it seem like he's supposed to be like comical
yeah,
because the things he just does and says casually are like ridiculously like sociopathic on a level where it's funny.
yeah,
There's a part where she's reprimanding him for the shit that he's doing, and she goes, "You're experimenting on them? How do you sleep at night?" And he goes, "Well, actually, why do you ask?" He says it so casually, and I didn't forget that. I remember that
yeah,
because it was just not out of place for his character. But in a movie, if somebody just reacts to something, so she's basically freaking out,
yeah,
and he's just like, hey, whatever. Why you ask me that question? And he's like, he has no moral compass then at all, and he just so casual about it. And that's a thing for Uwe Boll movies. He just has characters with no moral compass that do horrible shit all the time.
yeah,
And it's just like, is this serious? Or is this like, well, it's an Uwe Boll movie, so I gotta take it with a grain of salt. I I I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't help but laugh every time he was on screen because he constantly said just the most outlandish shit.
At least he was interesting.
And but then again, maybe it's a strength to his acting.
Yeah.
Even with his accent, it was just like he managed to make you feel the smugness of
Yeah.
everything he was saying. I'm like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
So like he's probably like the most defined character. Him in the comedy relief
yeah,
who returns from Postal.
yeah,
He's the heavyset guy who was the brother in Postal, and in this movie he's the food guy. He keeps saying.
yes.
He's Michael Parra, I believe his name is. There's an accent at the end, so and his character basically. Oh no, it's not him. It's a different guy. Let me find this dude because he's in the. Oh yeah, he's the guy I asked about. Chris, his name is Chris Coppola, and I asked you, is he
Yeah,
related
yeah.
to
Yeah, he's
Coppola's?
not. No, he's not.
No,
No.
he's probably trying to, but he plays a character who only has one name, which I think I see it here. It's just Emilio, and I'm like, oh yeah, he didn't have a name.
Yeah.
He's just Emilio, the food guy. And then there's that plot where it's just like they have to inject the humor. I suspect that's from the game.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's just like it's just out of nowhere and out of place. And it's like, why is it this movie played it so straight, and then this guy gets here and he's just all thumbs and bumbling and just not taking anything seriously. You'd imagine a character like him faced with that real danger would probably just shit himself. And this guy's just like, I don't like this guy. He's kind of like Hitler or something. He's just saying the most stupid shit. And I'm just like, man, if he weren't so ridiculous, I would hate him.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the only reason I didn't really dislike the character, because he was kind of he choked on a hero when you first meet him, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
the main character has to literally beat a sandwich out of him. He almost gets them killed. Uh, like he's just bad. He talks about playing I Spy when they're handcuffed in a secret lair.
Yeah.
Like just what? Everything is so ridiculous. That guy. So like you understand what I mean. Tonally, the movies are all over the place.
Yeah.
That's like it's Uwe Boll movie, baby.
Yeah. That's what we get for Uwe Boll.
Yeah, half-assed and all over the place.
Yeah.
Not great. I don't recommend anybody watch this. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Really boring. It's not even good enough to be a sci-fi movie. It's incredibly boring.
You want to know something great though?
What's that?
This is the last Uwe Boll movie.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
thank goodness.
It doesn't mean it gets worse. It doesn't get worse.
You
We just
right.
don't have to deal with his movies anymore.
All right. This one I'm giving it 2.
I'm giving it a 1.7. I honestly could not get into the movie. I had to rewind a few times just to get to what the hell was going on because I had no clue what was going on. Also, having a hangover, it didn't help it. So I was just like, this is another one of his shit. You know what's funny?
Okay.
Guess what movie is his highest grossing movie?
Blood Rain.
No,
What?
House of the Dead.
What? Excuse what?
House of the Dead is his highest grossing movie.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, listen. If you're telling me that his first movie came out, did the most, and then every other movie did worse, I believe that.
Name of the King came close to House of the Dead,
Oh, okay.
and Alone in the Dark did okay compared to the other ones. Like this one,
Whatever.
like Far Cry didn't even make $1 million.
Wow. Yeah, I can see why.
Postal didn't even make it. Postal didn't even get over 200,000.
What? Oh man,
That was the best
I
one.
think that movie got shafted.
Yeah, it came
I think
out in a
critics-
bad time too, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he didn't wait long enough.
Yeah.
He didn't wait long enough.
So,
Understand.
yeah. So this is gonna go in your ranking?
What's above Mortal Kombat? Hitman. What's
Hitman.
above Hitman?
Alone in the Dark.
This is about equal with Alone in the Dark, so you can put it on top.
Okay. So it's gonna be your 19. Alone in the Dark will be 19.
Okay.
So name the King. I'll put this as far. Cry. Put it on. I really didn't like Hitman, so Hitman could stay down there. And yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
it wasn't bad enough to make me mad.
Yeah.
It was bad enough to just make me just like, what is this, man? I gotta watch the rest of this.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, that was movie 21 that we did in our theatrical movie verdicts. At this moment in time, video game movie standings. Number 1 is still Mortal Kombat, holding strong to number 1. Number 2 is Super Mario and DOA for you. Number 3 is DOA for me, Mario for you. 4 is Double Dragon. 5 is Street Fighter. 6 is Postal. 7 is Resident Evil for me, Tomb Raider for you. 8 is Doom for me, Resident Evil 2 for you. 9 is Tomb Raider for me, Doom for you. 10 is Resident Evil 3. 11 is Silent Hill. 12 is Resident Evil. 13 is Tomb Raider 2. 14 is Ring Commander. 15 is House of the Dead. 16 is Blood Rain. 17 is Name of the King. 18 is Far Cry. 19 is MK2 for me, Alone in the Dark for you. 20 is Hitman, and Alone in the Dark for me is 21, and MK2 for you at 21.
Dookie, and it's just at the bottom of the list. MK Annihilation forever.
All right. Our next movie for the next verdict next week will be Max Payne, starring Mark
boy.
Wahlberg.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it doesn't get better. I tell you. Our next couple movies are shit. We got Max Payne, Street Fighter, Legend of Chun-Li, Tekken,
Mm.
and then Prince of Persia.
I don't know about you. I'm excited to see Legend of Chun-Li. Oh
You are?
boy.
Don't get too excited.
Oh boy.
That was bad.
I can't wait.
Oh man, you know what's gonna be funny is the last when we getting to the ending of all the movies. The last couple of movies are really good. Rampage, Detective Pikachu, and Sonic the Hedgehog were really good movies.
Because of here.
Yeah,
What's here?
so it'll be interesting. So next
Yes,
week,
sir.
Max Payne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Ludacris is in Max Payne.
Just wondering if he dies in the first 5 minutes.
No, he's actually he's in it for a lot of the movie.
Okay. All right.
I think he's
All
one of
right.
the main villains.
That's interesting, then. Okay.
But yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg, and I'll tell you the cast. Mila Kunis. I forgot she's in this movie.
Was she his wife?
No, she was like some Russian. They kind of had like they tried to make it like a Sin City vibe, and how they filmed it. You'll see when
Okay.
you see it.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. So you have Mark Wahlberg, Mila Kunis, Beau Bridges, Ludacris, Chris O'Donnell, Donald Logue, and yeah. It's not that good of a movie, so we're going to that next week. Yeah. At least we don't have any Umbo movies no more.
Yeah, you right. You right.
So at least that we have that. So that's all I got.
Yeah, definitely Postal is the best of his movies.
Yes, 100%. That's why he's up there in our list too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is like in the bottom. Like that one movie is all on top.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
All right. So we could probably wrap this one up.
Yep.
Nothing else. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, excuse me, Twitter, Tumblr. We also have a WordPress and a Facebook group.
Yep.
And that's all Red Cyclone Inc. And where you at, Mark?
follow me on all social medias of Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, and YouTube. All Mark the Mic. Follow the Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble, and the Red Cycling pages. They're a lot of fun. We're very interactive in those. Follow our other casts. We do a Gamer Rage, the Gamer Rage podcast, the Morphin Cast, the Oz Shell Shock, and the Not a Trekkie podcast. We will have new episodes very soon, so definitely stay tuned or listen to the past ones because they're fun. Yeah, and I'll say shout outs to Jackie. She's doing a Twitch channel, Emperor Kariat. I'll give the link so it will be on the on it. So follow, like, subscribe. She does videos like every weekend, like at 10. She does morally horror games lately. She's been getting into the horror game. So yeah, definitely check her out. She's doing pretty good with it. She do better than me. She has more. She does it more consistently than I do.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, I got her. Like, I've been encouraging it though. I got her the camera. I got her own controller, so she has her own tool.
Mm-hmm.
Her own like. I feel like your controller is your controller. That's where you make
Yeah.
your groove and shit. And I got her one. I got her the purple one.
If you drop it, you're responsible for it.
Exactly.
Yo, why this shit shaking? I hear something rattling inside. That wasn't me.
Yeah. But I found the purple one. The purple one looks actually really dope. When I actually came in, I was like, oh shit, this is actually a really nice one.
I have a purple one, but it was a custom one. I'll
Oh,
tell you
cool.
one thing. Don't buy the ones that let you customize the sticks. And I'll tell you why. Because if they're magnetic, every time you drop it, good luck finding the stick.
Oh shit.
That shit is not fun.
I got my red Spider-Man controller. That's what I use.
Thumbsticks don't pop off, do that?
No.
Okay.
I do gotta play Battletoads, so I'll probably have a review of that next week.
I've heard mixed things.
Me too.
Kind of makes me sad.
Yeah, it does. Me too. All right, we can wrap this up. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the
Make sure you
Jinkies.
follow those Jinkies. He got them sandwiches, man. 6 feet.
Yes, follow him. Follow him dressed as Diva and just fool him.
Follow him dressed as a sandwich.
There you go. Oh no,
And he'll follow you.
That'll probably be dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
This is
probably dangerous. I wouldn't do it. I dare you, but I wouldn't do it.
Live dangerously.
Yes. Peace out, laters, and